Hello, singing friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mickey here, your friendly neighborhood singing coach. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction request to look at another Larkin Poe song at the Convent Club. The song is called When God Closes a Door. Before we get started, all of my usual housekeeping stuff, I'm going to put a link to the Uninterrupted video in the description box, as well as the 2 ways that you can get me to respond to a particular song or band. And those 2 ways are through PayPal or through Patreon. And then I'm also going to put my links to the courses that I teach. I now have 2 self-paced courses, and I also teach one-on-one singing and piano, either over video or in person. So be sure to hit me up if you would like to take a lesson with me. All right, that is all the exposition I have, so let's jump right in here.
The gospel goes in a getaway car. There's lots of bad guys. Jesus Christ, superstar. He's got the power to baptize. When God closes a door, God leads you up the stairs. Leave your earthly cares on the 2nd floor. When God cracks a couple souls, God cracks a couple more. His plate is full on the 2nd floor. Holy war, all the sinners and gentlemen over there playing that slide guitar, please say hello to my big sister, Miss Megan Lovell.
Thank you.
Everybody, that's my baby sister, Miss Rebecca Lovell.
Hi.
Very cool. So you might have noticed that I was typing while I was listening. I really wanted to read the lyrics. Sorry, there's like a weird patch of sun on my head right now. It's just this room, sorry. Yeah, it looks really weird. Just ignore that. I need a visor or something. God is opening a door and letting the sunlight pour on my brain right now. I wanted to read the lyrics as I was listening to the song because I could tell that they were really good, you know, and so I was just going to the Genius lyrics page to read them along. So couple things. You know, I'm a lyrics girl. That's always the most important thing for me, which people are always shocked about because I am a musician and a songwriter, and everybody always thinks that music should be first and foremost. And music is very important to me, but lyrics really speak to my soul, you know, and when lyrics are well thought out and have a depth to them, that really appeals to me. So I could tell the instant that they started singing that the lyrics were really interesting. So that definitely hooked me in. And then, you know, I hate to comment on this, but I think it is worth mentioning just visually. Not only is the Convent Club is really interesting looking, and I think that that's really powerful to have such a cool looking setting. But both the sisters are very attractive, you know, and I think that that is important, you know, even though it is kind of like a superficial thing. But when you're watching an artist, it has to do with charisma, you know, and somebody can be like non-classically beautiful and be very charismatic as a performer, but it definitely helps when you're like beautiful, you know, and they're both very attractive. It's like, do you want a gorgeous redhead or a gorgeous blonde? And it's like, with this band, it's like, yes, both, you have both of them, you know? So there is something like just really magnetic about watching them because they are so attractive, you know? And they also clearly can really play their instruments. I think the slide guitar is really interesting. And I keep saying interesting. It's not the best adjective. I'm sorry, but it's unusual. You know, it's not something that you see every day. And so having that little extra like flavor in there gives it a little bit more character than your average rock band. I do like this song, and you know, I was looking over the lyrics and I do think they're really interesting. It kind of feels to me like it's questioning adherence to religion, and you know, when it says turn the TV on, let's watch a good show, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, see how the gospel goes. It's like it's all just fiction, you know, it's all just made up. In a getaway car, there's lots of bad guys, but Jesus Christ Superstar has got the power to baptize, I think is like going to how you can just repent and religion kind of forgives you no matter what you do in life. And then when God closes a door, God leads you up the stairs. Leave your earthly cares on the second floor. It's like, are you going to heaven or are you just going upstairs, you know? When God cracks a couple skulls, God cracks a couple more. His plate is full on the second floor. So he's like a vengeful God that is like why would God let horrible things happen? I think is one of the like biggest religious questions that people grapple with, right? The Virgin Mother and the Babylon whore, pick them off one by one, soap opera holy war. All the sinners invoke an act of treason. The mystery is unsolved until the second season. So again, playing off like, why would God do horrible things and cause all these atrocities to be done in the name of religion? And it's really entertaining, but is it really reality or fiction? People out of Mecca can't seem to take a joke. They're shooting up Paris. They're blowing that smoke. That's obviously a reference to Charlie Hebdo. And then I'm going to sing satanic verses in a stubborn land. I'm going to blasphemy just because I can is referring to Salman Rushdie's satanic verses and the fatwa that was put on him. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God on the second floor. When God closes a door, God leads you up the stairs. Leave your earthly cares on the second floor. That's also like, I think, a reference to just like these empty platitudes of like, when God closes a door, he opens another one, you know? And it's just like empty words that don't really mean anything. So this obviously is very satirical and very cutting and critical of organized religion. And I can understand that point of view. I definitely have grappled with, you know, being agnostic in my life, and I won't get into my personal views on here, but I do think that it's important to question and not take anything at face value, and also to say, you know, obviously religion has done a lot for instilling values that are very important in foundational to our society, but it's also done a lot of bad and been used in a lot of perverted ways. So I can definitely understand this point of view, and I think there's a lot here. You know, this is something that's commenting on religion and politics, which are two kind of really taboo subjects, you know, and it's always a little bit dangerous to wade into that water, but I think this is well done, and I think it's very clever, and it has a certain depth to it that I really like. So I think these are great lyrics. One thing that I will say though is that for me it was a little wordy, you know. I do think that the lyrics are so central to the message of the song, but the scansion wasn't as like catchy and as fluid as one might like in like a pop or a rock song, generally speaking, because you're trying to fit so much into the song lyrically that it kind of takes away from the bop. You know what I mean? But I thought it was really interesting, and because I am so drawn to lyrics, it really worked for me. I just think that that might be a criticism that could be levied against this song by other people that are there to listen primarily to the music. I think it could have been more pithy or succinct in the way that the words scanned. I did like the simplicity of the melody, especially on the chorus. It did make it more catchy and easy to remember, but it was a little bit wordy. So yeah, overall, I really, really liked it. I'm really liking this band. I think they're very interesting. They've got a really sophisticated and astute point of view, which I really appreciate. And I just think they've got a really cool look and sound. That like dirty kind of grimy blues rock sound is very appealing to me. So I enjoyed it very much. Thank you for the recommendation. This was a request from James Pratt. So thank you for the request, James. I hope that you enjoyed my reaction, and I'll see you guys here next time. Until then, take care. And of course, happy singing. Bye.